everywhere. What if at the end on today's
No, that's not how this works. No. So the way day drinkings works for you listeners behind the scenes is usually two people call out and it's like I don't want to have just a normal episode with just one other person, so we turn it into a day drinking. That's the whole thing. That's it. There's no other secret behind it.
on today's
No,
podcast,
John.
We're day drinking. We're day drinking. We're day drinking. Day drinking.
Welcome to Day Drinking. This is a bit of a spin-off sister episode thing of our normal format where we get to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. No topics, no nothing. My guest tonight is actually not a normal host, but a repeat offender, if you will. Jonathan Smallwood is going to be my co-host for this Day Drinking episode. John, what are you drinking? Are you drunk yet?
nope. What are you, a cop?
You have to legally, you have to tell me.
I
Legally,
am
you have to tell me if you're a cop.
I am drinking a Beta Lager strawberry numero.
What is that?
Purple Haze.
I do.
Same brewery, different flavor,
I was gonna say
less trendy,
that doesn't look
just
like
as
alcohol.
fruity.
It does look fruity.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
says
it's yummy.
strawberry on it.
Strawberry lager.
Oh, it's in
It's
a
a
beta.
lager.
Okay. It's a
Yeah,
beta
yeah, yeah.
purple. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I like we have the same Year of the Dogs newspaper. That's the one behind us. I have the other one in a different location. Is it behind me? Down here? No, that's the champs. I have the
Oh,
champ. Yeah,
that's
that's that one. It's like we're Atlanta sports fans.
yeah, man.
Whoa. I have a couple
Braves.
others.
Can we not talk about the Braves though while we're
I
at
was
it?
gonna I was gonna ask
Uh,
John, what do you want to talk about? This is literally an impromptu. John texted me and said, "Let's fucking do a day drinking." And I said, "Bet." And I sent him an invite, and now we're doing it. So, what do you want to talk about, John?
Not that, but I will. I'll touch on it. It's annoying in 2025 because I pull up Twitter or I pull up Facebook and I don't know what's real because I pull up Facebook and it's like Michael Harris the second goes to the Yankees or the Giants or whoever we just lost to today. I don't know who it was. It was the Giants. We
It was
lost.
the Giants,
Yeah, I
nine to
know.
two or something
Yes.
stupid.
So it's like, oh, we traded him, and then I go to Twitter to see if I see anything. I don't see anything, and then I Google it, and it's fake. So I don't know what's going on. Is Snicker retiring? Probably.
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm more concerned with what the hell is this Braves team?
I
I don't know. We're the
I
best worst team ever.
I I love Brian Snicker very very much. I think he is.
It's time.
What do you call it when you're tapped out? When you're
Past your
just like,
prime. It's
no,
just
not even that. It's like voluntary though. When you're like you're checked out. Like it's like a Thursday afternoon and you know the weekend's coming.
like senioritis a little bit.
Yeah, his
That's not the
contract's
right
coming
word, but it's
up.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, where you're not washed up, but you are tapping out. You
Yeah.
know you don't have any desire to carry on, and I don't fault him for it. He's old. He's older than Bobby Cox was, and he retired.
Yep.
And he has a ship, and he has grandkids, and I get it, and I love him, but I think that was kind of what started it, and then multiple years of injuries, and I think we're done,
See,
bro. I think we're done.
I think I think you're right. I think he's checked out for sure. He's got the senioritis, but I think it's because of the the lack of I think one injuries and also just the lack of performance by the team. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's not his fault, and I'm not saying it is his fault because he's
yeah,
absolutely contributing to it at this point. But I think because of all of the shit and weird shit he had to deal with the last 2 years, he's just like
yeah,
I can't. I'm
yeah.
76 or however old he is.
He's
I
he's,
can't,
he's like 69.
but still,
Nice.
it's like I'm too old for this
Yeah.
shit.
And
And
I think that ownership kind of read that writing on the wall, right? I think they saw it and they saw all the contracts that are coming up, and that I think everything is just kind of coming where we had a chance the past couple of years to maybe do something again, and it didn't work out. And now I think everyone's just kind of like, "Hey, man, we tried, we got one, and then we tried, and
I I think
here
if
we
we
go
had
again."
I think if we had kept Freddie and not had to, or at least didn't go through whatever the hell the Freddie issue was, not trying to speculate as to what happened, but like the
That was the start of it,
drama,
though.
that was
Yeah,
the start of it. If we didn't have to go through the drama, if he would have just signed with the Dodgers and it was clean cut and done, I think we would have been in a better position. But because
yeah,
it dragged out and it was like this weird media frenzy around it, I think that was kind of what ultimately started the decline. And I mean, if we had kept him, I think that would have been great too. I love what's his face at first base in general, but like he's not Freddie Freeman from a clubhouse perspective. He's not Freddie Freeman, so it's like
yeah. And
I,
it's interesting because like I was at the
Matt
at his
Olson.
first game, right? And it was awesome. Like he was welcomed in. No one hated him. No one blamed him for it.
No,
Like,
no, but that was the start. That was the start. That was the beginning of the end. It was just like, well, this is happening. Okay. Do you think we go into full rebuild mode, or do you think we try to save some assets and just kind of retool?
I'm torn. I think we should go into full rebuild. I love
So sell
so
Acuna,
many members
sell
of our team, but
Strider.
I've seen that half-ass like let's try. I mean, the Falcons did it, right? Let's try
They
and
did.
let's keep in the window. That's what they called it, right? The window. Let's stay in the window. And then you try for 2 or 3 years. And hey, maybe, right? But I don't know. I'm not Acuna's biggest fan, and no one. I mean, Riley excites me a little bit. I don't know. Nothing about this team really excites me these days, which is really sad. Because I'm driving to Bristol in a week
That's
to go watch
amazing.
them play inside a fucking NASCAR track, and we're fucking 13 games below 500.
Yep.
It's really depressing.
Yep.
But
You shouldn't have to do that for this team. There are some teams out there, and I'm not ragging on those teams and like, but there are some teams that historically are better than others. Yankees, Red Sox, and Braves have always been kind of like the little brother, I feel like,
yeah, yeah,
of those major sports network teams where we're like really good 85% of the time, but we just don't ever have the money to consistently be just amazing all the time. And I think that's also one of our downfalls. I don't know, I don't want to pretend to know the inner workings of how the baseball deals work. But if we had the same money that the Yankees had or the Dodgers had, I think we would be a perennial contender and have an extra 2 or 3 championships easily.
yeah.
Anyway, that's the Braves. Let's look to the future. Let's this in like 2 months, the Falcons are coming. I'm just gonna make this a sports episode because that's what I know about you and that's what we know about each other. So we're gonna make this sports. How do you think the Falcons are gonna do?
How do I think they're gonna do? I
Give
don't know.
give
I
me a
listen.
give me a record.
Do I'm bad at math. How
Is it
many games are there
17 or
now?
18
17.
games? I
Yeah, yeah.
don't.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right
I was
now.
like,
Okay,
I
so
don't.
it's an odd number now.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's close to last year, where you're close to 500. Hopefully, you're on the positive side of it, which I think we were last year
We were
by a
not.
game or two.
I don't think
Were
we
we
were.
not?
I think we're 7-9 again.
I should know this because I was actually at the Panthers game where we could have won the division, and then you're right, we were 8-8, and then we lost to the Panthers. That was super depressing. I don't know. I
We we
listened
were
to
eight,
the
we were 8-9 last year.
Yeah, so we were 8-8, and then we played the Panthers, and if we had won, we
Yep.
could have, yeah, but we didn't. So, I think it's going to be similar. I don't know. I listened to the Kelsey Brothers podcast today, and they had
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield on, And that dude, I like Baker Mayfield a
I
lot.
do. I do too.
Dude, listening to him talk about the Bucks, I was like, fuck, man, like that sucks that he's on the Buccaneers now. He got me fired up. I hope he's not that good, but I don't
Well, so,
know.
well, so
Falcons are the same way, dude. Like, I love them. They don't get me excited. They don't.
they don't, and that's why I didn't like the Raheem Morris hiring. I'm not anti Raheem Morris. I think he's a great person. He's probably great to be friends with, but like he's too much of a. I don't want to say he's too much of a player's coach, but he's too like, hey
He's too
man,
much of a nothing. Like, he's
yeah,
just
he's just there. I
yeah,
want I want the what I think Baker said and what you're alluding to is we want you to be you, right?
yeah.
They said don't try to be an MVP caliber quarterback or franchise quarterback, whatever the stigma is around that. Be you. And I want that. That's part one. And I think Raheem does that. He's like, hey, be you. But also, I need the other side of it where it's like, I'm going to light a fire under your ass. I'm going to get you jacked up to where you're like, I'd rather you, I'd rather a Brett Favre type where like you're throwing a bunch of I don't mean the amount of interceptions, but like if you have the Brett Favre talent, I'd
Yeah.
rather you throw a bunch of interceptions and
We're
just
not scared to do
right,
something. Just
just
yeah,
go look, fail, learn, and be better versus like, oh no, we have to manage expectations and their feelings and like we have to do what's best for the team and yada yada yada. We have to make sure everyone's okay. No, no, no. Like be a hard ass. And I don't think we have that, which is why, like, could I see if Michael Penix balls out? Could I see 9-8? Could I see 10-7? Sure, I could
yeah,
see that.
yeah,
But
yeah. 100%.
but I think a either first round or second round playoff is our max. I don't see the
Yeah.
team
Which
as
honestly, dude, if we make the playoffs, like I would be happy. If we make the second round of the playoffs, I'd be ecstatic. Like that would be
yeah.
crazy. I don't think
We
we made
haven't
the
won
playoffs since
2018,
2018, the year after the Super Bowl.
uh 2 years after Super. We
Was it
made
two? We
so
lost
I
to the Eagles the year after.
And then I think we still made the Super Bowl. We made the playoffs the year after. I don't know if we
Did
won
we?
that game.
I don't remember.
I know we made the playoffs the year after. I don't know if we won that playoff game.
Okay. How sure
That
are you?
I'm very sure we made the playoffs.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if we won the year. So I'd say 20. We may not have won a game in the playoffs since 2018, but we've been to the playoffs since
Do
20.
you go to Falcons games much
I
anymore at
I
all?
I still go to one or two a year.
Do you? I
Yeah.
haven't been. Well, so I went before this past
It's
season. I
not
hadn't been to, yeah,
since you
that's
and
what I
I
was
went.
getting at.
Yeah.
Well, no, I went to the
Oh.
NFC Championship when we beat the Packers, and that was like I
That
went
was
to a World
awesome.
Series game, and I still put that like above that. Like making the Super
Yeah.
Bowl was like the fucking pinnacle of
Yes.
Atlanta sports fandom. Last year I took my son to the Panthers game. He's 7, and like he understands playoffs, he understands football, like he understands all of it. But I don't think he really understood, like, hey, like if we win this game, and I can't remember all of the context of the other team, but like if we win, we're going to the playoffs. That's a big deal.
Mhm.
And it was, dude, it was fucking awesome for like half of a quarter. And then and it was I think it was like 35-35 at halftime. Like it wasn't like a blowout. It was amazing. And the other team that we needed to lose was losing.
Yep.
And still, by the end of the game, again, they pulled away by 2 or 3 touchdowns. But
Whatever
it
it
was
was.
like, dude,
Yeah.
you could hear a pin drop. It's like, dude, what?
There's something like
It just
I
wasn't. It was so weird, bro.
I understand the like, oh, it's the Marietta Braves or whatever they call them now and moving up north. But there there's something to be said about like the Atlanta fandom is very hot and cold and it's
Yeah,
very shipper sailor sink and it's like if we're not good and we're not winning everyone leaves and no one cares.
yeah.
There's no
Which
support.
I mean, I fall into that. I mean, we were talking about the Braves being unexciting, and I don't want to watch, and I don't want to go. So I get it. But dude, like we would have made the playoffs for the first time in 7 years or however many
But
years. Like
like,
it was
but
a
there's
big
a
deal, and like no one cared.
so there's a difference between not watching at home and not watching at the game. You're still going to Braves
Yeah,
games, right?
like
You're
not
still
knowing
going
at all.
right, right. There, like
Yeah,
I still want to go to a Braves game because the team,
yeah,
while it's not as exciting as like there's not as much on the line, I still want to go to a Braves game.
yeah,
But like in the last 7 years, there are Falcons games where I may have a ticket and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to this game.
yeah,
It's not going to be fun.
yeah.
The Desmond Ritter year
Oh, dude.
I went to a game and I'm like, what are I went to Kirk Cousins' first game against Pittsburgh. It was our revenge game. It wasn't really a
Okay,
revenge game
yeah,
against Arthur Smith. And it was like when we weren't sure if Kirk Cousins had his shoulder back where it was supposed to be, and he never went outside the pocket at all. It was either like a three step drop, a handoff, or like a screen pass, and that was it. And it was the most boring product I've ever seen on any sport ever. And
yeah,
that was a situational thing, but it was kind of also a symptom of the greater issue with kind of the Falcons situation over the last 7 years of just like there's no direction, there's no like leadership, and that again, that's Raheem Morris, that's what's his
yeah.
face is the GM. It's like, what are we doing? I
And
don't,
like I didn't like Arthur Smith at all. Like
I
from
didn't
day
either.
one, I
I
did
didn't
not like
either.
him.
No,
And but then they bring, yeah, it's like we finally have a chance, and then they bring in him.
I'm
I'll
if my
dislike him, but
like I will be the biggest Michael Penix supporter you've ever seen if he does well.
yeah,
And I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a second year player at this point. He's played like 3 games, whatever. I don't know how many it is, but like I'm rooting for him. I want him to succeed because I want my team to succeed. And I think if he succeeds, we'll go 10-7, 11-6, or whatever it is.
yeah,
And we'll make the playoffs and we'll make a run and it'll be fun. But if he
yeah.
doesn't do well for whatever reason, then it's blow everything up and start over
Again,
again. And like at this point, go all the way up. Get rid of Arthur Smith. Not Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank. Like
well,
let's find a new owner.
God might do that
You're
for you.
right. I don't know how old he is, but like
Dude, he's got to be pushing 90.
I assume great man. I don't know the guy. He seems like
Oh,
a
I'm wrong. He's 82. I thought he was older. Okay,
but
sorry, Arthur, if you're listening.
sorry if you listen to this podcast, like and subscribe, but like also sorry. Um yeah, it's
I
time for new ownership. Like
yeah.
blank man, like I don't think you know what you're doing football wise.
Don't you have
From
like a kid or a kid-in-law or somebody that you can,
from an operational perspective, you don't know what you're doing anymore. From a
yeah.
business perspective, keep it up. The operational side, keep it up. Like, but the football side, please just like find anyone that's good at football and just let them run it. And not Rich McKay or any of those other people that we've tried to kind of do that with. Like, just get rid of everybody. Find one person that you're like, I trust this person. He knows kind of what he's doing, and go from there. I'd be happy with that. Blank can own it. He can be the money, but just take a step back.
So the Atlanta United flag behind you, I see it has a very specific date on it.
Does it? Sure
Yeah.
does. March 5th.
Was that their first match?
It was.
Wow.
I was there.
Were you?
I was. I made Rick take me to that game.
Was it at Georgia Tech?
It was the Georgia Tech. Yep.
I went to one at Georgia Tech. I've been to two at KSU. I was at the championship.
You were at the championship?
I was. at the
Hell
championship.
yeah.
I
Did
cried.
did I tell you my story about the championship?
Mm-mm.
So it was, and I'll let you, I want to hear your experience. But so it was my company's holiday party. It was the same night, but it was at Sport and Social at the Battery.
Okay. Yeah.
And we had the entire upper deck at Sports and Social reserved just for us. But the bottom was not reserved for us, and that was open to the public, like Atlanta United's in the championship. Let's go. And so
Right.
I don't remember the exact time. Let's say the party started at 7:30 for us. I showed up at like 7 o'clock. I showed up like a half hour, which I don't do. And I got if for our listeners, Sports and Social main floor, there's like a 20-foot projector screen. It's huge. There's the ground floor, and then there's like the mezzanine, the upper floor, kind of looking down on the main floor, and you can still see that 20-foot projector
Literally
screen
a
or whatever.
giant screen, like floor
Yeah,
to ceiling.
yeah, floor insanely huge. And so I made sure to get there early before 99% of everyone. And I posted up in at that like railing. I don't know, John, have you been there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
posted up at the railing
Upstairs or downstairs?
upstairs because we had the
Okay,
entire
got it.
upstairs reserved for our party. Upstairs, posted up at the railing. I did not move for 2, 3 hours. I had my wife go get me drinks. I had other people like, hey, you need to say hi to them, hi to this person. Like, tell them to come here. Like, I had girls leaving their jackets with me because they knew I was not leaving. Like, can I leave my jacket here because you're not moving? Yes. Please leave your jacket right in front of me. I will guard it, not with my life, but like with my presence. And so I had like 3 or 4 jackets on the railing around me. And I was just like, I did not move for 3 hours. And the bottom of Sports and Social just obviously erupted when we won. And it was the craziest experience. What I'll say one of the craziest experiences sports wise I've ever experienced in my life. And then afterwards, I shook a couple hands. I was like, okay, I'm bye. I'm out. Bye. Like I wasn't there for the party. I was there to watch the Atlanta United game, and there happened to be a party going around me. It was so fun.
That's awesome.
But being there should have been cooler. What was that like?
So, first of all, Sports and Social has a special place in my heart because the year before that, when Mayweather and McGregor fought, we
Hmm.
had what we called my bachelor party. It was a month before my first child was born, and we went there to throw down for that fight, and it was awesome. That's the only sporting event I've ever watched at Sports and Social, and it's a wonderful. I assume it's still a wonderful venue. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
been in a long time, but
Yeah, we're old.
I know. Honestly, the thought of going there right now for a sporting event actually kind of makes my balls itch. But
Yeah. I'm not. I'm
uh,
like, do I have to? Please?
no, the game was fun, man. So I had plans to go with a couple of buddies when we went. We had been to a few matches that year. My son was so that was a year later. So my son was 0 or 1, depending on what month it was. Um, we'd been to a couple that year, and it was still super fresh, right? Like it was still super new. It was, sold out all the way in the 300 level. It wasn't super expensive. I mean, I went with some buddies, and then like this made me so mad. I'm still mad about it, apparently. Like a week beforehand, my wife is like, "Hey, my friend wants to go. Someone in her family has connections, and they're going to get us a field level suite for her birthday for the championship game." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Like fucking $100,000, whatever it costs." And
Sure,
and
I'll tag
yeah,
along.
yeah. No, no, I wasn't invited. No, I sat in the
Fuck.
300 level with my fucking $40 friend. And we're like looking with our phones before they had the 15 time Zoom. And I'm like, I think that's my wife. I hope that's my wife because I'm pretty mad at her. No, so yeah, so my wife was also there, not with me and for free. Um,
You
but it
probably
was amazing.
you probably still had more fun than she did
Yeah, overall, yes. Inside the
overall.
actual game, maybe not, because I went to the tailgate in the Gulch,
Nice.
RIP. and it was amazing. It was raining. I was wearing long johns and my waterproof boots. It was so cold. We tailgated. We went to the game. I may or may not have spilled a beer on the guy in front of me, who may or may not have gotten very upset about it.
You
And
can
my
add us at
friend,
the underscore bar banter.
my friend may or may not have, you know, gotten in not in between us because I was way too drunk to fight. He helped me out is what he did. He
Got it.
apologized on my behalf.
He diffused the situation.
You've been there. You've seen it. You know how it works.
I know you,
Yeah.
John.
And then we won, and I shed at least 2 tears.
I think I cried that night. Yep.
Yep, it was our first championship experience, and then I went to the parade 2 days later, and I got that 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 newspaper right there.
That's the one I regret I don't have. I don't have an Atlanta United newspaper, and I'm sad about that. I'll give you $10 for it. I know the frame costs like 35, so I'm not gonna assume that's gonna, yeah. Anyway, and Atlanta United sucks now. Like, I'm so glad we have Mickey back. But
Yeah.
like, the other thing I want to talk to you about, John,
Mhm.
John Smallwood, you're probably not as cheap as me. I know you are cheap, but do you have the streaming services needed to watch all of the different Atlanta sports? Because I don't.
All of them? I can watch the Braves, I can watch the Falcons, I can watch the Hawks.
That's more than me.
Honestly, brother, I haven't watched a United match in fucking 3 years.
Yeah.
Start like I just haven't.
Ever since they
And
dropped off of YouTube TV, I don't think I've watched. I think I've watched like
yeah,
two.
I just lost interest. And I mean, it goes with it's not just them; it's a lot of sport, like college basketball. Like there's other stuff that like
We're
I just
also
you run.
dads. We're
Yeah, you
dads.
get old, you run out of time. Your kids start playing fucking sports, and you run out of time for stuff. And United has
Energy,
fallen
man.
into that. And I have Fubo, so
You
I can
do have
watch the
Fubo.
Braves. I
Okay.
do have Fubo. I canceled Xfinity the day that happened with the Braves or Bali or whatever,
Sure.
and I went to Fubo, so I can watch the Hawks and the Braves and the Falcons. Yeah, I think I can watch everything.
Fubo carries Hawks, Falcons, Braves, and Georgia, potentially.
Yes, yes,
I may
yep.
have to switch to that because the only reason why I have YouTube TV is for Falcons and Georgia. But if
So
they
I
also
pay
have
110, 105 to 110 for Fubo, but I can
it's
watch every sport.
except for United, which is still that's
Which I
can
think I,
you
I think I can watch United. I just don't.
oh, I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into it because I won't pay for FanDuel TV or whatever it is now.
Mm-mm.
I won't
I
pay
did that. I did YouTube and FanDuel for a while. The problem with YouTube was I couldn't watch it unless I was connected to my home Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's awful.
So I couldn't watch it on the go anywhere. So I couldn't, yeah. So I,
Then
I
what's
got
the
rid of that
point of
because
streaming if you can't? That's stupid.
FanDuel, because you can get FanDuel through Prime Video for $20 a month, which makes perfect sense if you just want to watch the Braves or the Hawks. But I can't imagine a world without football, even if it's just on in the background. I can't imagine.
Well, that's the good thing about YouTube TV is it's expensive, but it's like $85 a month or something like that. It may have gone up, but you can also pause it. So like between March and August, I don't watch YouTube TV and I don't pay for it either. So I only pay for it for 6 months out of the
So
year.
do you then do FanDuel for the Braves, or you just don't
I just
watch the
don't watch the
Braves?
Braves, which is why I was like, well, because YouTube TV doesn't even have the Braves either, which is why I paused it because there's nothing on that I want to watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm
So how do you
like,
sleep at night?
I actually listen to 680 The Fan broadcast because that's free.
Respect. I mean, I
Yeah,
just listen to the baseball game. Yeah. Like I
yeah. I
fall
just
asleep listening to it.
yep, yep. Just
Man,
falls.
that's way cheaper. Who's retarded now?
Yeah, it's way 680 the fan app. Download it, listen to that, and that's how I watch. That's how I consume Braves content for free versus whatever the hell FanDuel's doing. So, but I've thought about getting Fubo, and I was like, do I do it? Maybe for the upcoming football season, I'll get Fubo and then switch permanently
I
to
like it a
YouTube.
lot. I've turned it off and on a couple of times. It's very easy to navigate. Like I did the Hulu, not Hulu, YouTube. It didn't work for us. Part of it, we travel a lot, so like we're in and out of different places. So like not like I can connect my TV to my phone hotspot and watch Fubo wherever I am.
Nice. Well,
And
YouTube
I
TV, you can do that too.
mm-mm.
Yeah, you can.
Or maybe it was Hulu then. Whichever one I was
Who?
on.
Yeah, I don't think Hulu you can, but
It
YouTube
did not.
TV.
It said that you were not on your home Wi-Fi, so you cannot watch live TV.
So YouTube TV will only let you, if I remember correctly, because I haven't done it in a long time. I think if you're traveling with YouTube, you can either only watch like the local network you're currently in, like you can still use it, but you have to be like the current network. Like so if you're traveling to California, you can only
Sure,
get the Chargers network or whatever it is.
that's how they
But
all are. I think
I don't know.
that's how
But
Fubo is for sure.
but I
But
don't think
I was local. I was in Atlanta, like I was in Georgia, and it
then
was
yeah,
like you're.
then that wasn't YouTube because YouTube
It
was
must have been Hulu then.
yeah. What else? What else you got? What else is going on in your life, John Smallwood?
You want to see something cool?
Always.
All right, I'll show this for you. You can describe it to your listeners if you want to. Show them what you're
He
seeing. You can.
he is
Oh,
pulling
oh,
down
if I drop this, I'm gonna be pissed.
a very
Oh,
wide image of some sort of a stadium
it's a
off the
panoramic.
it's a panorama. It's of the if I can see myself. Well, oh, I think it's Atlanta Motor Speedway, if I could take a guess.
It used to be Inland Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called anymore, but yes.
So
He's got a
now it is called Echo Park
Echo
Speedway
Park.
because
Yes,
they
thank you.
sold out to a sponsorship. So they sell these for a lot of tracks around different NASCAR races around the country. And every time we go, I'm like, oh man, it'd be cool to own one of those. So this was the first race since they renamed the racetrack um last month. And they took a picture of it because they repainted it and changed
Sure.
the color scheme and all that. And so they published the photo that they took. And inside the photo, right there,
He's
that's
pointing to
where
the
we are.
top. Oh, you were there
Yeah, our
when they took
camper
the
is
photo.
in the picture. Yep. So we were
Oh,
at this race and we happened to be inside the infield for this race. And we're right there. I know you can't see it, but you just have to trust me.
I
We're
believe
right
you.
there.
I have no reason not to trust you, so I believe you.
So that's why I bought this because I'm super stoked that we're actually in the inaugural Echo Park Speedway panoramic photo of the Quaker State 400 in June 2025.
That's pretty epic, man.
I'm actually pretty pumped about it.
There was, man, there was some, I don't know if it was a celebrity or just, yeah, it was the guy who plays Cam in Modern Family. You know who I'm talking about?
Mm-mm,
Do you know anything about Modern Family?
I do not.
Cam is a very tall, very portly gay man in Modern Family,
Okay.
but he is an
Oh yeah, I know who you're
avid,
talking about.
yeah, 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 avid Kansas City Chiefs fan. And when he bought a box for Kansas City, they put up um in his suite like pictures of memorable moments from like his childhood, and he
Hmm.
was actually in one of the photographs. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
God damn, that is
so
awesome.
that's the thing. So like we go to a bunch of races and
That's
we
what I'm
see these
saying.
panoramics of other tracks. I'm like, buddy, wouldn't that be cool to have one of those one day? And like one day, maybe he'll be in the gift shop and be like, I'm fucking in
I
that
was
picture.
that's that little speck
I'm in it.
that's fucking me
That's
right
me.
there.
I can't prove it, and you have to trust me, son.
But that's
But
me. That's me. I love that. No, no, no. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm super pumped about that.
can I tell you something I don't like about that track? And it's very niche.
Yes.
It's very niche.
Yes. 100%.
Monster Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Every year goes to, I'm going to call it Atlanta Motor Speedway because that's what I know it as. Uh,
AMS, baby.
they do a extended long version of their track at
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Motor Speedway to where the monster truck will start at one end of the track and on their dirt track and then come to the other end and then maybe go back. Whereas most other monster truck tracks is in more of like a circular environment where you can see maybe two monster trucks going at any
Mm-hmm.
given time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so when I went to it at Monster Jam, it was like 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
with my son. I was very
Mm-hmm.
disappointed, and we were at just one end, and I was like, I can see there's one right in front of me, and as he leaves, I'm like he as it leaves, I'm like I can't see anything. They're like kind of off in the distance over here. And then with the freestyle, if they only stay on the other side, I can't see it. And that truck,
Yeah.
it's not close. If
Right.
you
No. Yeah.
it's not stadium, it's not 100 yards
Right.
away. It's like 300 yards away. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing over there. So boo Monster Jam specifically at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I
But that is Monster Jam's fault,
oh
not Atlanta
no,
Motor Speedway's fault. Because it
uh,
used to be held at the Georgia Dome.
it did.
It did. My dad and I went a bunch when I was a kid. I don't know if
Same.
you remember this,
I do.
Travis, but like 4 or 5 years ago, I had tickets to Monster Jam in their first year at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and my wife was about to give birth any day that moment, so I invited you and Clark to come with me in Hudson,
I
and
remember.
and for whatever reason it didn't work out, and so I never went. I ended up not going. I ended up giving the tickets away. I couldn't. No one loved me. No one wanted
My
to
son was
to cut.
one.
Yeah, and he'll, yeah, it's okay. No, so we didn't go. So I've never been at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I used to go at Georgia Dome, and it was awesome. It was so cool. I loved it. I've heard similar things about it at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I would be down to go one day. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. I've heard it's just not the same.
So next year, so this is what I did this year. You ready? And you don't know this.
Yes. No, I
We
don't.
were- we were on vacation the weekend that we were in Florida the weekend that Monster Jam was at Atlanta Motor Speedway this year because we went last year.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't go this year. The
Uh-huh.
weekend before they were in Birmingham,
Uh,
which I
where the
like
heck were they in Birmingham?
at the Blazers, the
Okay.
Birmingham, yeah, whatever the Dragon School is, UAB, I believe, University of
Okay.
Alabama at Birmingham.
Is that football or
That is the football stadium, yes.
okay?
It was awesome. It
Nice.
is a solid 2+ hour drive and a time
Sure.
change. And we did
Uh-huh.
like the meet and greet beforehand. So we
Yeah.
left at like 9 and didn't get back until 9.
Yeah.
It was a long ass day. But like to get to
Dude,
Atlanta
Monster
Motors,
Jam rules, dude. If you get a good Monster Jam show, though, like it's so worth it. It's
it
so fun.
I it was so good. In
Yeah.
next year, I'm contemplating just only going to Birmingham. Like it was, and maybe skipping like the meet and greet if the kiddo doesn't care about that next year, which I hope he doesn't because it's like not that good. And it's a lot of extra money. But if we could just go to the show, if we can just go to the race, that would be awesome. I would absolutely still drive because like driving down to Atlanta Motor Speedway is still an hour,
Yep.
hour and a half. It's only
At
like an
least.
extra like
Uh,
30,
Yeah.
45 minutes to go to Birmingham. It's not that bad. The time change sucks.
Birmingham for us, because I'm on the west side,
Right.
you just get on 20. It's super easy.
But you're north.
Versus
You're north
I
though.
am, but I don't even go. I could go to 75 to get to 20, but it's almost easier just to go that way. Go to 20. I'm just to Birmingham.
I don't know what that way is, but yes, it is. It is just get on
It is
20.
not east. It is the west.
It is west, correct. Um,
Yeah,
it still would be like probably about. It would probably be about the same.
it's like 2.5 hours, three
Yeah,
hours. Yeah.
it wouldn't be
So
too. But maybe next year we do that. We just
we're going to and this is a whole nother topic maybe, but we're going to a concert in September, and we elected to go to Greenville, South Carolina, instead of going to Lakewood, because we went to Post Malone at Lakewood last
nice
fall, and it was a freaking amazing show. But dude, when's the last time you went to Lakewood?
5 years ago.
Don't get
I
lost.
I don't
Like
I don't go to concerts. That's not my
that
thing.
that same gas station you remember outside
Yep,
of there.
yep.
Yeah,
Still there.
it hasn't changed. It's awful and
Yep,
it's sketchy, and it
yep,
takes 2 hours to get an Uber.
yep,
And I'm like, dude, I could drive an hour and a half to Atlanta to go to this concert
yep.
and look over my shoulder and be scared and be lost. Or I could drive 2.5 hours and go to South Carolina for the same concert. Same thing, right? Like it's just easier. Like being on the north side, it just makes more sense these days. Maybe we are getting old. I don't know.
Well, this has been an episode of Day Drinking. Thank you, John, for joining.
Wow.
Follow us on all the socials at _bar banter. New episodes every Wednesday. Like and subscribe, and remember this is our podcast plus John, and you're just along for the ride.
Day drinking.